Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the live giveaway, and we're going to give you updates on the new Speediance Gym Monster, okay? The Speediance Gym Monster. But for now, I just want to acknowledge some people here in the room here, and I know we've got Mr. Drop Weight Daddy here. Drop Weight Daddy, I know he's been a long big fan of the channel here. It's good to see him here. Thank you for showing up here. And we have Derek Patterson on here. Thank you for being here today. And we've got quite a few people from the Facebook group that's been putting in comments out there. If you don't know about the official Speediance Facebook group, I would go ahead and join it because a lot of these updates that you're going to see today actually came from the Facebook group. So Speediance has been listening, collecting all the data for you so they can know how to improve the machine. And we're going to talk about those improvements of the machine. So if you're in right now, if you're tuning into the live, before we get started, if you can just hit that like button, just hit the like button right there to let us know that you're here, you're interacting here with it. It really helps out the video. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Discipline Dave, and my whole channel is dedicated to getting you fit at home with technique and physique. And my channel mostly focuses on resistance bands. So when Speediance reached out and sent this, I was a little bit hesitant, but I felt like because of the cable system, it was in the band category, and now it's my favorite thing to use to work out. So with that said, what is the Speediance Gym Monster? The Expedience Gym Monster, and sure we got a video coming up on that. The Expedience Gym Monster is an all-in-one smart gym, and it has a cable system that you can use. And the cable system has resistance based off a magnetic system. It's foldable. You're able to put it in any place. That's why I like it over some competitors out there like Tonal, because those have to be installed in a wall. But you can wheel and roll this anywhere. And it has resistance that you can have on demand. And so that's one of the things I really like about it. Now, before we get any further with the Speediance Gym Monster, for those who have already seen the videos and know about the Speediance Gym Monster, I want to let you know right now there's an exclusive deal for those people who are attending the live currently. And the deal is like this. And I'm telling you, it's just exclusive to this. If you go on the website right now, you can get $650 off. So what you're doing in the live right now, if you take a link, if you take a click in the comments, you'll see there, we're posted up there, the link in the description. If you click that link and use coupon code DAVE140, you'll get an additional $140. So you'll get $790 off. But that's not all. You're going to also get free barbell hooks. You're going to get a free weight belt, weightlifting belt or squat belt. And that's a new accessory. And for the first 5 orders, if you saw my last video, this is my favorite thing. We're going to talk about it today. You're going to get free. The first 5 orders are going to get free extender belts. All right. Now the extender belts and the weight bench is something that I find useful. If you're watching this, if you're a person who uses resistance bands like me, they're great for that. And I'll tell you why here in a second. So just want to make sure you can take advantage of that offer right now. If you click the link in the comments and you use coupon code DAVE140, you can get $790 off plus the squat belt, plus the extender belts and the barbell hooks. Only on the first 5 orders that you'll be able to get those extender belts. And I just found out also what they're doing is giving you a free lifetime membership, okay? Lifetime membership, and I was told it's going to be ending soon. So not only do you get the great deal with it, you get the deal of the gift that keeps on giving. All right. So now let's take a look. I'm looking here what we have on the agenda today. We're going to first talk about the software, as far as the new updates that came in the software. And when we talk about certain things, that's when I'm going to be giving away prizes today, okay? For those tuning in. If you're a person who's like, you know what, I'm still on the fence about the Speediance Gym Monster, hopefully this right here will convince you that it's one of the best fitness equipments that are out there. But you're here because you want to win prizes. I know Drop Weight Daddy's in here. He's won a prize before, so it is possible, okay? So I've got a couple of fitness items that I'm giving away. Giving away a massage gun, giving away the extender belt, the squat and a squat belt, and I'm going to give away a couple of resistance bands. All right. So we're going to first talk about the software, and then we're going to go to the accessories. And all throughout the live, there'll be items that I'll be giving away. So when it comes to the software, one thing that I really like that's very simple, it's a very simple thing I'm going to show you here on the video, is the always on clock. Okay. This is something they fixed with the update. There's many times when I'm working out and I love having that convenience of the clock always being onto the screen, where it's the thing that floats around. Before, it was just something that you float around and it gave you options here, but it actually has a clock on it now. So this is something here that they've done with the update, something minor that I really love. And the next thing that I really like is that on the fitness aspect of it, is there's something called fixed speed mode. All right. Fixed speed mode is a new mode that they've added. So the modes that you're used to seeing is the standard, the eccentric, and let's see, the chain, the eccentric, and now they have fixed speed mode. And the way fixed speed mode works is this, and I'll show you a little bit here in a video. It knows the speed that you're going. So I'm showing you here with a curl. The faster you go, the tougher the resistance gets. All right. And if you go slower, the lighter it is. Which I really like about this is the technique informed with that, because my channel is all about putting the technique in the physique. Okay. And if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But the thing is, most people go too fast when they're working out. All right. Most people are using momentum. They're not actually contracting the muscles as they're going up and down. This right here helps you with that. What I really like about it is at the end of my workout is I can go ahead and do this and really fully tear all those muscle fibers to get more growth out of my muscles. So this fixed speed mode is something that has now with an update. If you have a Speediance Gym Monster, that's what I really love about it, is that it keeps updating as you use it to make it better and perform better. And this is a new feature that I love. All right. So another thing that I like, and after this one here, I think it may be time for a giveaway here. We have these sports workout modes. Now, this is somebody, if you're a person here, if you like to compete somewhere at your local YMCA, or maybe you're somebody competing in a sport currently, but it has different modes on here as far as if you're in the archery, if you're in the golf, if you're in the football or basketball. It has a personalized coach in the video to show you how to get more strength out of those workouts, to perform better. It's like your own personal coach. What I really like about it recently is archery. I've been really getting into archery here. And I've been reading a couple of books, and I've been going out to the local archery range. And this machine right here helps me develop those muscles, because you use a lot of upper back when it comes to archery there on the workouts. So if you're a person who's into something like that, as far as a sport, it has it designed just for you. Because there's people who work out because they want to look good. There's some people that work out for health, and there's some people who need a direct skill set to improve on. And that's what the new updates have done, has given you these workouts. And no matter what workout you do, after you get done and you're all beat up, don't you want a massage? Well, I'm here to give you one, but not personally, okay? Just chill out here. I'm going to give somebody out there a free massage gun, all right? So a massage gun right now is going out to somebody who says they really need a massage gun. And let's see. If you can post a certain word on here, you can be entered in the contest for the massage gun. So how about we just put the word as massage? If you go ahead and put a comment in right now that says massage, then you'll be entered in for the drawing for the massage gun. So I'll give you a couple seconds. Go ahead and type in massage, and you will be entered into the contest. All right. I see we got some entries coming in. And keep in mind, as I said before, right now, the first 5 orders gets $790 off on the Gym Monster. Click the link in the description. You'll also be able to get free barbell hooks, a free squat belt, and a free extender belt. Free lifetime membership. There's so much stuff I'm stumbling on what it is that's going to be given away, because there's a lot right now if you use that discount. All right, so we got massage in. We'll give a couple more seconds here. See any more? All right. And now go ahead, Whitney. And let's go ahead and see who's won the massage gun. Here comes the giveaway time. All right, we got done. David Dimmer. First of all, love the name. You have won a massage gun. You have won the massage gun. All right. And for those people who have won the contest, as far as there, congratulations, David, there. If you're a winner of the contest, the way to make sure you get contacted is that on the Facebook group, the Speediance Gym Monster ones, you can meet up. There's a person that's a contact named Whitney on there. So just go ahead and we're going to make sure we have a link in there for the Facebook group, but it's the official Expedience one. You just message her your information. You'll be able to get your massage gun. All right. All right. So first prize out of the way. Many more to come. Stay tuned. All right. So next on the software. Oh yeah, this is my favorite one. Okay. This one right here was the biggest game changer. I need to go get mine real quick just to show you. Okay. The ring right here. Now the ring, what was that? Custom workouts. Okay. So no, it's a double tap. No, it's not custom workouts. Double tap. Yeah. All right. So the ring here is the one thing that has changed about this. This is the ring that gives you resistance on and off. Okay. You're able to increase and decrease with this little ring that you put on your finger. But what they change in there is that, if you see me in the video go like this, is that you can change it to a single tap or a double tap. There was many times when I was using this before, I was getting ready for a squat or something like that, and I accidentally tapped it and the resistance came on. But due to the feedback of you, due to the people out there leaving the comments and stuff like that, they've updated to make it so that you can change the setting to a single tap or a double tap, which this is the best update, in my opinion, when it comes to the software, because now I don't have to worry about accidentally turning on the resistance. This has been something that has been really great for me. First of all, they already evolved it already. There was first, the only way you can do the resistance was you had to put a clamp onto the bar. And it was great for exercises, like if you're doing a bench press or anything, or a squat or something like that. But if you want to do something like how you see in the video of me doing tricep extensions, there is no way for me to turn a resistance on and off. So they came up with this ring. So with all exercises, you can just turn your resistance on and off with the ring. And that's one thing that I also really like about the Speediance Gym Monster. I don't know anything out there that doesn't use a squat rack that gives me the same results as using a squat rack. And it's foldable, and I can just do it safely at home with no weights. This is what this is what the Expedience Gym Monster has been a game changer when it comes to my fitness, especially when working out my legs. And I even have a video where I put on the best way to work out legs at home. And spoiler alert, it's this right here. And I tell you the pros and cons of all that. Also, in my most recent video on the channel, I have a 6-month update on the Speediance Gym Monster, and I'm talking about all these things in detail. So if you want to hear more about all these updates and stuff like that, I highly recommend that you check out that video on the channel. We'll see if we can put a link in there for you so you can go ahead and check out that video, and you'll get more detailed explanation of what has changed in this recent update. All right, so it looks like we got a couple of questions here. So we'll just take a second to ask those there for me to answer those. So what's the first question?
How do we set the weight in fixed speed mode? Or how can we tell how much weight is set when dialing in slow or fast?
Okay. So as far as the question is, let's see. What was the question? Can you read it to me again?
Yeah. How do we set the weight in fixed speed mode?
How do we set the weight in fixed speed mode?
Or how can we tell how much weight is set when dialing in slow or fast?
Or how much weight is set when dialing slow or fast? Now, this is one of those things as far as I like to use it at the end of it when I'm trying to be able to tear the most muscle fibers. It doesn't tell me directly the weight when I change it on there. But the thing is, when it comes to certain numbers, like how many pounds and things like that, I feel like a lot of people, and I talk about this on my channel, get too caught up into the numbers there. What this is intended to do is to make sure you get the right feel of the contraction, where you can go until exhaustion, or you can correct form. That's the intention. If you're looking for something number-wise, whether you're trying to reach a goal to measure progress over there, I would choose a different mode, either the standard or the chain mode, if you want those direct numbers. And after you're done with that, let's say you've done the fixed speed and stuff like that, you can do an assessment to measure your strength. Because if your goal is to see how am I progressing on a curve, that's what the Speediance Gym Monster can do with the fitness assessment. But directly a number on there, because the resistance is variable based on different speeds that you're doing, it's not a direct number on what those pounds of resistance are. But I guarantee you this, you will definitely get a workout. All right, what's our next question? And say who it is who's asking the question.
Sure. So that was Kevin.
Okay, and thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for that question.
Something to analyze is the person.
Something to analyze as a question.
And is that machine, does the machine need to be wall mounted?
Does the machine need to be wall mounted? It absolutely does not need to be wall mounted. That's what I love about it. Like I'm literally like, here's a machine right here. I'm tilting it and there's wheels on the bottom and it just plugs into the wall. So there's no wall mounted involved. So if you live in an apartment, okay, you live in a place just you can't drill holes. If you're in a temporary setting, maybe you need to move it around. This is this one Dave and I are expecting right now. And I'm having to move mine around because I got car seats around me and a lot of stuff from the baby shower. And I had to move it for this video here. Okay. So it can be moved around on wheels anywhere. So you don't need to be mounted on the wall. There's no extra installation costs. Okay. The only cost that you're getting right now for watching the video is you're getting money off, okay? They're running a promotion on the website. You can go right now. It's $650 off. But with my coupon code, you'll get an additional $140, which brings that to $790, plus free barbell hooks, plus a free squat belt, plus the first 5 orders. Act now. Okay, I'm telling you, last time we did a live, we went through those first 5 orders like right away. You get those extender belts. All right. And on top of all that, the free lifetime membership. Just make sure you click the link in the description and put in that coupon code Dave140. All right.
More questions.
All right, more questions.
All right. Retro Steve.
Retro Steve.
Can you explain the assist modes?
Can I explain the assist modes? Okay, great question, Retro Steve. The assist mode is I'm so glad you brought that up because that's one of my favorite things there. So you'll see on the assist mode, there's off, there's a 1 and a 2. And so what that does is, have you ever been to the gym and you're really trying to max out like a bench press or something like that, and you request for a spotter because you don't know if you're able to get it up on maybe that last rep? What the assist mode does, the machine intelligently recognizes that you're struggling with the weight and makes it easier so you can rack it up. And it gives you 2 levels of that. So if you want to have quite a bit of resistance to make it so that you can get it up there, you put it on level 2. If you want it to be a little bit easier when you're struggling there, you can put it on level 1. So the assist mode is something like an electronic spotter that happens, okay? So that's what the assist mode does. And I don't know a lot of other machines and devices that do that for you. That's why I found it the safest when it came to squats, because even when I'm at a squat rack, there's a point where I'm just like, okay, if I do 2 more, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up. But with this, when you use the assist mode, it doesn't matter if once those legs are shaking and you're struggling to get up, it will start easing the weight so you can go ahead and rack them up on those barbell hooks. All right.
Giovanni asks, can we check out heart rate variability?
Giovanni asks, can we check out heart rate variability? Well, there's 2 ways you can do that. It does measure your heart rate as far as like there's an app on the Speediance app on an Apple Watch. So if you have a smart device, it'll be able to measure your heart rate because it works with the health app or the heart rate monitor on your Apple Watch. So that's another thing that they've updated with the software, is that the Expedience app works with like your step goals and your rings and stuff like that, but also your heart rate. So at the end of it, you'll have a full assessment on the Apple Health app. So you can see things like that and all those different stats. All right. And that's okay. So until that's it for questions right now. So we're going to move on to another category here. We're going to move on to the accessories. Okay. There have been some great accessories that they've added. All right. And if you have more questions, keep them coming. One of the things that is something that they had this in the beginning and it wasn't included, and I didn't know if I needed it, but it's been a big game changer for me, is the incline bench, okay? So before they had just the straight flat bench there, but the incline bench has been something that has been added to give me a lot more versatility in my workout. So I can do a lot of things like seated curls, my incline bench press. There's a lot of different things and workouts that I can do. But the main reason why I like it is because it's foldable. Like you can fold it. The other one wasn't able to do that. So I can actually fold it and put it right behind my Speediance Gym Monster. That's what I like to do with it. And so I think that it's not only just the incline, it even saves more space. This thing already folds up. It's on wheels, but it goes behind. I can put it behind, you can put it anywhere, but I like to put it behind my Speediance Gym Monster. So I have this all-in-one gym that normally would take up all the space in the garage, but I'm able to just fold this bench and put it up there. And so, yes, you have this incline bench. You can use it at different levels and things like that. And that's something that I feel like if you're going to buy one, I would definitely get the one that has the incline bench on there. And if you don't have one, they do sell just the incline. The reason why you want the Speediance one, it's the perfect distance on the platform where both legs are on there to give you that pressure down that's on the lip, that it's on there. So I would definitely recommend the Speediance one because some other ones may not fully go on top of the platform. They may like overlap over onto your hardwood or your carpet. So this makes it so that everything stays on the Expedience Gym Monster. Now, the next accessory here, and now this one, we're going to give away this one. But I'm going to explain to you what it is because it's a brand new accessory. And this new accessory is something that really took my leg workout to the next level. And that's going to be the weightlifting belt, okay? The weightlifting belt. This thing has been great for me. All right. So it has hooks on here with carabiner hooks, and it has the special unique rings that hook onto the machine. And you can literally just put them on the sides onto the carabiner hooks there and able to do so many different workouts. Now, if you're a follower of my channel, I actually reviewed one before, and this was one for resistance bands. But the problem was, enable for me to put it on the band, I had to get super low and use all this. I was struggling just to get in a position to do the squat. Well, with the Speediance Gym Monster is that, remember, you can turn on the resistance at any time with the ring. So when the cables are loose, I can just easily clamp them on, just very easily. And then I can get myself set and then get ready to do my squat. So not only, it's not like the weightlifting belt is a new invention, but it is something that I felt was the most necessary component if you really want to take your legs to the next level on here. What I found was that I really like them for calf raises. When I first tried this out, that was the first thing I told Mrs. Discipline Dave, like, this is going to be a game changer for my calf raises. I can just hold on to the bars here, really turn up that resistance, and really work out my calves very well. So this right here, even if you are a person who doesn't have the Speediance Gym Monster, this is a great benefit. Like I was saying before, with the resistance bands, it's a little bit tougher with the resistance bands. I like it better for the Speediance Gym Monster, but you can use it for that. Or you can use it for the cable machine that's at your local gym. So because everybody can use that, I'm going to give this away, all right? So for this one right here, I want you to put, just put in belt. If you type in belt in the comments, we're going to go ahead and you'll be able to enter into the contest. Just type in belt and you could win yourself a free weightlifting belt, okay? So just type in belt, see who can put, if you just put those in the comments, you'll be able to get your free weightlifting belt. All right. Let's see here. Belt. Let's see. People putting it in. Huh, I'm not seeing it on here. Okay. Let's see. Just put in belt. All right. And as people are putting it in, I just want to let you know, again, first 5 orders, you get $790 off. You get a free barbell hooks, this free belt that we're talking about, and a weightlifting belt. And you're able to get the extender belt. Free lifetime membership. Make sure you just click the link in the description. The first 5 get those extender belts. All right. All right, so I think we've got all the entries in. If you go ahead, Whitney. Let's see who's won the belt. Eric Capal, you have won the weightlifting belt for the new accessories with the Speediance Gym Master. All right, Eric Capal. Look at that photo, powerful photo. Look at those glasses. That man means business, okay? I mean, he looked like he works for the CIA or something like that. All right, so you have won a weightlifting belt. All right, so... okay, we have some questions. Let's go over a couple of questions before we move on to more accessories here. Who asked the question and what is the question? Roscoe.
Is the max weight on Speediance, which is 220 pounds.
Is the max weight on Speediance 220 pounds?
Good for lifting heavy.
Good for lifting heavy.
Such as deadlifts, squats, etc.
Such as deadlifts, squats, etc.
Given the difference between free weights and digital weights.
Given the difference between free weights and digital weights. Okay, great question. All right, squats, deadlifts, these 220 pounds of what the max is here. is that an equivalent? I believe is like the question on there. One, I would say I would multiply that by 2, because the difference is the weight on here, as far as like, let's say you do it 1 for 1 of what you do in the gym, you're going to find that it's going to be a lot tougher on here, because with the magnetic system, you're going to have a force pulling you versus gravity. So with that, the intensity is actually higher on there. A lot of things like when I'm in the, let's say if I was using a weight on a dumbbell curl, I can curl about 60 on each arm. But on a Speediance Gym Monster, it's more like 35, 40, because one thing is that like when you're doing like a bicep curl, the hardest part is like at the bottom. It's tough, and it gets easier because you have gravity working in your favor. But this, you have an opposite force pulling you in that direction there. So because of that, you have more tension and a heavier resistance. So if you're concerned about, is it going to be enough when you like to do heavy, deadlifts and squats, trust me, it's going to be more than enough. I don't know, I'm not saying that I'm the largest YouTuber, but I have about 64,000 subscribers. I have reached over about 70,000 views when it comes to videos. I don't have one comment who says that this isn't enough resistance. Not one. You can go and check those videos there. And if you want to ask in the Facebook group of Speediance, you can do that also. But I haven't had one person say that it wasn't enough resistance on there. So, and also with the weightlifting belt, it really turns those squats and those deadlifts, it really takes it to that next level. If you're like that mind muscle connection with the bar, because you're used to deadlifting with the bar, it does come with a bar. For deadlifts, I like to use the bar, so you'll be able to have that same feel that you do when you're using weights, but without all the mess, foldable, easier to use, smart technology. All right. Have another question?
Giovanni asked, so I need to buy an Apple Watch. So she was the one that asked about the heart rate.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
So Giovanni asked, do I need to buy an Apple Watch? You don't need to buy one if you want the heart rate. I know there's a lot of different heart rate monitors that you can buy to do it. The Speediance app works with an Apple Watch. I'm not an Android user myself. I know that their app, it works with Android, but I don't know about the smart watches that do that. But I would say that there are a lot of different options as far as health monitors that you can use. But if you're looking for the tracker within the Speediance sphere, I would refer you to the Speediance Facebook group to answer that question more fully there. I know about my own personal experience, and I don't want to speak on something that I'm unaware of. And my own personal experience is that I use the Apple Watch. I owned it before I had it, and it works very intuitively with the Apple Watch. But I don't want to tell you that to get what you need, that direct thing, you necessarily need an Apple Watch to do it. I'm sure other devices will work, but I just don't know what those devices are. But refer to the group. There's a bunch of people out there, I'm sure, who can answer that question for you.
Question from David Demers.
A question from David Demers. Is that our first winner who got the massage gun? Okay, all right, Mr. Winner.
Do you have a favorite exercise for hamstrings? I'm trying to find a good replacement for a leg curl.
Okay, good exercise for hamstrings. All right. I actually recently did a leg video on my resistance bands, and I actually used that on the Gym Monster also. So Mrs. Deswindave she's behind the scenes right now. Shout out to Mrs. Deswindave. She can find that video here where I just did a leg workout with resistance bands. And so there's an exercise where I'm holding right here, and then I'm like lifting. Let's see if you can see that there. I'm lifting my leg like right here in the back. That's really great for the hamstrings. I do those with individual legs, each one's with the ankle straps with the Expedience Gym Monster. So that's what I use for my hamstrings. I find that works very well with it, and you get good stability by holding on. So if you check out that video, I give you more detail and technique and stuff like that you can take a look at if you really want to work out your hamstrings with the Speediance Gym Monster. So I'm using it with bands, but the same thing applies to it, and I actually find it a lot tougher on the Speediance Gym Monster.
And Another question from Giovanni.
All right. Another question from Giovanni.
The cost of the Speediance machine changes a lot depending on whether it has a small or large screen.
Yes.
What are your honest thoughts on it? Have you used the one with the smaller screen?
Okay, so Giovanni is asking about the cost changes a lot from the small and the large screen when it comes to Expedience Gym Monster. What are my honest thoughts about the screens? As far as one, I own the smaller screen. They didn't offer the bigger screen when I got it, okay? And I never feel like I need one bigger. Everything that I see that I really love, I feel like the screen is a very nice size. I think what I really like about it the most is how it can bend over like that if I'm doing like a bench press or something like that. And so I think when it comes to screen size, this is my thought process. Like, you need a certain amount of distance that the machine needs from the wall when you're going to fold it down for certain exercises. So the larger the screen is, the more distance it needs to be away from the wall. And I got it because I wanted it to be in a smaller form-fitting space. So my honest opinion is that I would probably still go with the smaller screen because I like I want to make sure that this doesn't take up that much space. All right. And that's what I would consider on there. I don't believe the bigger screen really enhances your experience, but if you got the money for it, I mean, why not? And if space is not an issue, but for me, space is the main reason why I wanted one of these. So I hope that helps you in your decision-making process. And if you're deciding, hopefully you can get your order in because it's the first 5 orders that's able to get those extender belts. Once again, you get $790 off. All right. That's the website's already giving you $150. I'm giving you $140. If you type in the coupon code Dave140, you get free barbell hooks, that free weightlifting belt, and the extender belts. Okay. All right. And so with that said, what are these extender belts? Okay. So the extender belts, I saved this towards the end because this is my favorite new thing that they've added. Like, these things are game changers. All right. So the extender belts, they're a pair like this. Okay. And the thing is that what they do is, I mean, the first thought process is that they extend, but what they do even better is they make it so that they don't rub against your skin when you're doing certain exercises like cable flies. And I know if you don't have one, you don't understand how huge that is. If you use resistance bands, you also know that this is a problem, is that when you're using those cable machines at home, it rubs against the skin and it starts to get really red and irritated. And I was working out beast mode one time and I literally in a video, if you watch my last video where I did a 6-month update video, I put that in the video. I showed you that when I was filming a video before that, I tore the skin. I was bleeding during the video and I tried to play it off at the end. I was like, hey, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'm like bleeding on the side of my shoulder because it wasn't a Speediance, it was a resistance band that was rubbing against my arm. So what the extender belts do is that it gives you a nice cushion, okay? And not only that, because they're extended, and I'll show you here, because they're extended, so instead of me starting at this starting point, like way up here, and then getting set, the extender belt makes it so that my starting point is lower. So I can just put on the belt, put it on the hook like this. And now my starting point is here, okay? It's like we're almost right where I want to be, okay? And this doesn't rub as I'm doing my cable fly. So this was, I haven't even seen anybody else do this before, okay? I've seen a weightlifting belt, but I haven't seen extender belts. I use this on my resistance bands because that is the biggest problem. Okay, I've seen bands that have anti-snap technology. I've seen bands that have great handles. I've seen bands with some of the highest resistance, but I haven't seen a solution to the problem of it irritating my skin when I'm doing cable flies. And not only that, if you're doing things like the bench press or something like that, when they're coming in close like this, they're rubbing against your skin and stuff. This nice, cool padding makes you think about only the exercise and not the and not your body being hurt by the device. So with that said, because you can use this all around, you can use this with resistance bands or the Speediance Gym Monster, we're going to go ahead and give away a set of these. All right. So if you want to be entered in for the giveaway for the extender belts, just go ahead and type in extender belt. Extender belt. Just type that into the comments. And as people are typing in, once again here, we've got, remember, we have $790 off on the machine, giving away a free weightlifting belt, free barbell hooks, and for the first 5 orders, you get these extender belts. I know you're seeing one. It comes in a pair. There's 2 for each side, but you'll get the first 5 orders to be able to get that. And I believe the weightlifting belt alone is like $90. And I'm sure these are over like $50. You get the barbell hooks. So all of that value that you're getting plus the $790, use coupon code DAVE140. We'll make sure we have a link in the description. And we're going to go ahead. Answers are all locked in. Whitney, go ahead. Giveaway time. All right. Let's see who wins. Retro Steve. Retro Steve. Okay, Retro Steve. Even though you're a retro man, you've got some new and improved extender belts. Retro Steve. I want to know, is retro, does that pertain to sneakers? What do you mean by retro? Retro video games? I mean, you can put a little comment there and let me know where the retro comes from there. But you have won the extender belts. And remember, you had a question? No?
There's a question coming in.
There's a question coming in. I'm been told there's a question. Who is this question from?
This is from B Videl.
Okay, B Videl has a question.
Does Speediance prompt you to let you know that extender belts are recommended for specific exercises, or do users need to figure it out themselves? Does
Speediance prompt you to let you know if these extender belts are used for specific exercises, or does the user need to already know? Very, very good question. Okay. That is something, because Speediance is listening right now, they need to add on there. It doesn't prompt you on there, okay, to answer your question. It doesn't. This is a very new item, okay? With that said, I'm going to make sure that I put that in the group so there can be an update to prompt you to use them. And so with that said, what I like to do is that any exercise where I feel like the cable is touching my body is when I use the extender belts, okay? That's just kind of like how I gauge it. There's a certain little things where I'm doing like raises up like this. I can feel it touching my body, bench presses, cable flies. I like to use it for like if I'm holding the handles and I'm doing like an ab crunch so it doesn't rub up against my shoulders right there. That's what I like to do. But that's a very valid question, and I'm glad you said that because Speediance does listen to stuff like this. So don't let that hold you back, because I'm sure they're going to fix it with an update. I know that a lot of people have that, but they may be working on it already. But no, I haven't seen that personally on there. So this is something that I think over time it should be an option on there. Any more questions? No? Okay. Hold on. We got another question. Okay.
Julie Schindler.
Julie Schindler.
Favorite way to store all your accessories?
All right. So Julie Schindler asks, the favorite way to store all your accessories. And I swear I didn't pay her to say this, but that brings us to our next new accessory, okay? And that is the Speediance Accessory Organizer. All right, the Speediance Accessory Organizer. Now, I'm gonna show you a little clip here of what it looks like. As you see here, this is something here that I wouldn't say is a need, but it's a want. But Mrs. Discipline Day would say, yeah, it's a need, okay? Before this, I had my accessories all over the floor. There's an organizer that they sell that they can really, you can just put that stuff on there. You can put your bar on there. You can put the rope, the handles, the straps. It just makes everything look so nice and clean. This is something new that they've had because there's probably a lot of people out there who are like yourself, who's asking this question about what do you do with all your accessories. So if you look at the video, that's what I do. I use the Speediance organizer. Highly recommend if you have one. I would look into purchasing that. It is a great device. So that's how I do it. The story, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm trying to think what I have on there now. So these are those barbell hooks that are coming, for people who put in their orders for the $790 off and use a coupon code. So I put those like right on top of the organizer there. And then I put my bar on here, ankle straps, ski hooks, rope. I put everything on there. So that's pretty much how I do it there. So great question. Again, we don't know each other. That was just set up perfectly. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. So I think it's time to we're going to do another giveaway here. So this giveaway, this item is coming personally, okay, for me. All right. So for people out there who don't know, I'm Discipline Dave. In my channel, I do a lot of workouts with resistance bands. So I found it very fitting to give away some resistance bands, okay? So maybe right now, you're not in the market for the Speediance Gym Monster. You're just saying, I want to start off a little bit light here, okay? You want some resistance bands. I'm gonna give you a set right here just for tuning into the channel. So just type in resistance bands into the comments, and you can win yourself a free set. Coming from me personally, I'm driving down the UPS to go ahead and send it to you. All right, resistance bands. Just type that in the comments. And as we're going on here and we're closing out, we're at, what's that? All right. So I just want to let people know, remember, with Expedience Gym Monster, you get $790 off. The website is already offering you $650. I'm giving an additional $140 with coupon code Dave140. You get free barbell hooks. The free barbell hooks, this is so that you can rack your bar when you're using it on the machine. You'll get those there. You'll also get a free weightlifting belt. And the first 5 order gets these brand new extender belts. And the thing that we keep overlooking, which is the best part of it, a free lifetime membership. All those workouts you saw, all the sports related ones, all the ones where you can have custom workouts, everything you'll be able to get included. All right. So you'll get that free. Don't pay any monthly, any cost like that, like those other ones like Tonal, like Peloton, whatever. No monthly. You'll get it free for a lifetime, which is ending soon. All right. All right. So when it comes to the resistance bands, let's see, we got all of them locked in here. All right, Whitney, go ahead. Let's see who's won a free set of resistance bands.
Devin B-L-U-G-H. Devin.
Devin.
B-L-U-G-H.
Devin Blood. Blood. Devin, you have won yourself a free set of resistance bands. All right, Devin. All right. Devin, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank all of you for being here. I'm telling you right now, the Speediance Gym Monster has been a game changer in my fitness. It has been something that I've really loved and enjoyed. I've put multiple videos up. I put videos up because I just love the device so much that I've given updates about it. I just recently did one with a 6-month update. So this is still staying in my life. And I just want to make sure that everyone understands that this right here is something that hits all the marks no matter where you live, which is the best thing about it, is the portability. So if you're interested, I don't know a deal that's run that's better than this is going on right now with the $790 off, the free barbell hooks, the free weightlifting belt, and the free extender belts. Use coupon code DAVE140. And I just want to open the floor up if anybody has any questions before they decide to purchase or just any questions in general. Got anything going on? Okay.
Ron says, I'm going to need to watch this stream after the event, if possible. The thing that makes this product so desirable is how little space it takes.
Okay. So Ron is going to watch this stream afterwards, talks about what makes it so desirable is how much little space it takes up. I think that would actually be more effective into knowing everything about the machine is my nice, beautifully edited video of my review of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that link up there because I think that this will give you in more of a shorter period of time. I think the video is around 10 minutes there where I can show you unboxing, everything it comes with, the portability, everything like that. And you can come back here for the coupon code of the Dave140. Click the link in the description. I believe the link is also in the description of the video, the link that Mrs. Discipline Dave is about to put in the comments there. So if you take a look at that, I think that you'll be able to see that portability and everything else that you're looking for. All right. So she's getting that right there. And what's that?
From Devin.
All right. Another question from Devin.
Can this system be usable outside of the US?
Can the system be usable outside of the US? Yes, there's many countries there. It's listed on the Expedience website. If you scroll down to the bottom, it will show you those other countries. I don't have those memorized, but it's right there. But well, that concludes it for, wait, well, we got another question. Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. Discipline Dave is telling me, well, what are you doing? You got more people out there with questions.
From Joe Caranta. Hi, Dave. Sorry I missed a bit. How do you compare this to a Bowflex?
Okay, how do I compare to a Bowflex? Great question. Great question. I don't own a Bowflex, so I can't really compare it to a Bowflex. I just know from the commercials that ran years ago, there is the owner of, what is it? The Body Elastics bands. He had a Bowflex and I saw it there. That was the first time I really saw one in person, but I never used one personally. But I will tell you, without me using one of them personally, one of the main differences is the smart technology. Turning on resistance on and off just by using Bluetooth on a ring. To me, that's the biggest difference of the game changer on there. The Bowflex, I don't believe, has a screen with guided instructions that can also change how the resistance feels. So you have a standard mode where you just get even resistance back and forth. You have chain mode where you can simulate chains where it's like you have the momentum of the chains there. You have eccentric mode where that works so that it's really easy going up, but then it gets tough on the way down. And then you have fixed speed mode where the faster you go, the higher the resistance is. So those are things that are different than the Bowflex, but those are just things off the top of my head without using a Bowflex. So hope that answers your question.
He just had a follow-up just saying, I used the bands you recommended, Body Elastics and Bowflex and a gym.
Okay. So he says that he uses the bands I recommend, the Body Elastics, the Bowflex, and a gym. So you're the real deal. You're hardcore. All right. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. All right. And if that's it on questions, no, let's see. We got another one. No?
B Videl.
B Videl has a question.
Is there a specific lifting mode that is best for building muscle?
Is there a specific lifting mode that's best for building muscle? I like to use the chain mode the best for me as far as that, but all modes are going to be great for building muscle. I think that they all have their benefits. I know when you're at the point of exhaustion, so something like curls, like we're talking about eccentric mode, where it gives you more resistance on the way down, you may feel like you reach failure with your muscles, but when you have the eccentric mode, it's like you're trying to hold it, but it keeps pulling you down more. You'll tear even more muscle fibers. So it's great for that. Standard mode is just great for when you're doing your workout. The chain mode gives you that chain type of feeling. And then the fixed speed mode, I like that at the end of my set, because then I can really exhaust my muscles by, if I can't go slow and still lift it up, then I pretty much have torn all my muscle fibers. So I would say my favorite mode is chain mode, but they all are going to be aided in building muscle. All right. Back to Joe. Joe's got a question.
Also, how many exercises? Is there eccentric and concentric hold 1 second? How do I send you a picture?
How many exercises? There eccentric and concentric hold 1 second. How do I send you a picture? I don't think you can send me a picture, but if you're talking about how many exercises, I don't know a direct number of how many exercises as far as you can do on there. There's a lot of different ones that I haven't even seen that they put on the system that I've tried myself. I feel like I'm always inventing new exercises to do with the machine. But so from Speediance, we're looking at 600 plus is what they're telling me as far as the exercises there. I like to stay in the free lift mode there, and like to do a lot of my own different ones there. And I like to use the sports ones for like archery. All right. So that concludes the live stream. I just want to make sure before you go, then make sure you act now, because it's going to be just the first 5 orders when it comes to the extender belts. You get $790 off. All right. You get the free for the first 5 orders. You get the free extender belt. You're able to get the weightlifting belt and the barbell hooks, and free lifetime membership. Leaving that link down in the description one more time. Use coupon code DAVE140. And thank you for attending the live and finding out all the new updates of the Expedience Gym Monster. Have a good night.